One of the most important things is to give them plenty of water before the ground freezes. And don't forget to bundle up your roses. I'm Kathy Isom, Southeast AgNet.
When it really counts, depend on the source for the latest weather updates, keeping you ahead of the storm. 96.3 FM, 1370 AM, The Source.
Thunderstorms this afternoon through early this evening. Partly cloudy today, becoming windy this afternoon with a couple of showers and heavy thunderstorms with a high of 79 to 81. Showers and heavy thunderstorms early this evening as well, low 44 to 48. Friday for a Christmas day, mostly sunny and cooler. High on Friday, 57 to 59. From the Florida Weather Center, I'm Holly Holdren.
Hi, I'm Esmerna Caraballo, here to inform you that on Monday, December 28th at 9:05 a.m., I will be a guest right here on WOCA. What I will bring to you is information on my services as a notary, accounting, and tax service professional. So tune in on Monday, December 28th at 9:05 a.m. right here on WOCA, The Source. Call my phone number at 216-688-8173 with any questions that I may help you with. Thanks.
This is Ocala Talks with Tom Schmidt, bringing stories that are important to our community in and around Ocala. Plus, of course, a splash of sports as well. Now, here's your host, Tom.
Welcome back to Ocala Talks with Tom Schmidt on a Christmas Eve. Christmas Day is tomorrow, a cold Christmas day, as the weather is going to change. Nice and sunny outside right now, but cold front pushing through. It'll get here later this afternoon. Speaking of pushing through, let me tell you where Santa is right now, according to NORAD. Santa's in Haikou, China in 45 seconds. He just left Kunming, China. He's going to be in Haikou, China in 39 seconds. He's already delivered 1,360,000,000 gifts. Santa's busy, Susan.
That's pretty impressive.
And he does all that with reindeer in a sleigh.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of reindeer in a sleigh, who does it? Who you know it's always Christmas when you hear Christmas carols. And we talked about our favorite Christmas carols on the radio last week. Well, here's one that's everybody's favorite.
Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer had a very shiny nose, and if you ever saw it, you would even say it glows. All of the other reindeer used to laugh and call his names. They never let poor Rudolph join in any reindeer games. Then one foggy Christmas Eve, Santa came to say, Rudolph, with your nose so bright, won't you cut my sleigh tonight? Then all the reindeer loved him as they shouted out with glee, Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer, you'll go down in history.
Always one of my favorite Christmas songs. Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. You know how that song came about, how that story came about, Susan?
I really don't.
It was an ad campaign. There was no story. There was no book written about Rudolph. It was all written after the ad campaign. In the 1930s, it was dreamed up by the ad agency or ad office for Montgomery Ward's department stores.
Oh, yeah, I believe it.
Montgomery Ward started the Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer story, and it morphed into, the claymation or the animatron, whatever it was that they used with the elf that wanted to be a dentist, and
I mean, doesn't that really go along with
Yukon Jack and the Abominable Snowman?
with the phrase of Hallmark holidays?
Well, I think Hallmark creates a lot of holidays that we don't need, but that's a whole different story. We're talking about Christmas traditions with Susan Kieran from Just Shipped. Let's talk about Just Shipped for a minute, though. I've been busy during the holiday season.
A little bit.
Yesterday, I was able to be the delivery driver in a Secret Santa delivery.
Yes, that was fantastic.
Chad from Coast to Coast Fence, very happy to be the recipient. I guess there was some bourbon Secret Santa gift exchange that a lot of people got into. And so Chad yesterday received his from Just Shipped, shipped it out for Secret Santa.
Delivery. It was a delivery.
Shipped, yeah. Because you do local deliveries and shipping.
Right.
Can't tell you who it was from because it's a secret.
It's a secret.
But just one of the many people that have used your services over the holidays got busy during the holidays.
Yeah, a little bit, as it should. There was some, obviously, some areas of opportunity and growth that we can learn for next year. There was some delays early on the shipping, primarily with USPS, and a real big bottleneck. I'll tell you what, anything I shipped out, UPS made service before Christmas. So good for you guys, UPS. I applaud you. Thank you for your hard work.
So Just Shipped at justship.net if you need to ship anything. It's a unique shipping situation because Susan will come pick your item up, and you don't even have to box it up, wrap it, or anything. She will wrap it, box it up, and ship it out for you. All you have to do is hand her the item.
Yep, that's it.
You don't have to do any of the legwork. You don't have to buy a box. You don't have to buy the shipping dunnage that goes to wrap the gifts or to make sure they travel safe without getting broke. You don't have to do, and you know what you don't have to do? I looked at that post office line. I went by the main post office here in downtown. The line was out the main door. They were in line on the sidewalk in the parking lot.
And that was anywhere. That was the UPS stores, that was the post office, that was the FedEx hub. And I actually traveled between Ocala to Leesburg and actually was at the UPS hub in Leesburg and had to wait quite a bit. Because obviously with the holidays, I preferred to hand it over to the hub and get a scan.
Right.
Just to ensure that my customers' shipments would make it. It just gives me that little bit of safety knowledge, if you will, for that. But that was everywhere. And not one of my customers actually waited when they came to drop something off with me. Or if I picked it up from them, obviously they're not waiting.
So, not completely unrelated to Christmas, but I'm glad that you were able, before we get into this, I was glad you were able to get quite the business. And you learned a few things, like you said, that you'll change for next year.
Yeah, I will pull the plug on the post office earlier than what I did this year.
Yeah, because I'm to understand some stuff you shipped out 2.5 weeks before Christmas. It was still up in the air a couple days ago whether it was going to get there or not.
Right.
2.5 weeks, that's how far behind the post office is.
I shipped 2 packages out December 10th and one on December 11th. And that hadn't made it. And any other times I went to the post office for just anything not related to the holidays, there were tons of people in line asking that same question: where is my shipment?
Speaking of where's Santa right now, according to NORAD? He's in Bintula, Malaysia in 5 seconds. He just left Bandar Seri Begawan in Sri Lanka, and now he's in Malaysia. He's going to be in Sampit, Indonesia in 2 minutes. Man's fast.
Man is fast.
Hey, have you taken a COVID test yet this year?
I have not, no.
I have not either. But I'll take this one, I believe.
Oh, please.
It's a home COVID test.
All right.
Because what are the 2 things they say you lose, and that tells you have COVID? Taste and smell.
Taste and smell.
Right? So here's a COVID test, home COVID test. Open a bottle of whiskey. Smell it. If you can smell the whiskey, pour it into a glass, drink it. If you can taste the whiskey and you can smell it, you're COVID negative.
Okay.
I had a buddy of mine did that 19 times last night. All of them were negative. He said it does leave quite the headache, though, and headaches are one of the COVID symptoms, but he still doesn't think he has the COVID because he got taste and smell. I like that home test.
I do. I might try that with a bottle of wine tonight.
Not 19 times. Not 19 times. So Sampit, Indonesia, in 1 minute, Santa will be there. He's giving out 1,403,000,000 plus gifts. Oh,
Amazing.
got a long way to go.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? It's still Christmas Eve here. It's not even Christmas Day. He gets here tonight after midnight. So, and it's, what is that? That's 14 hours from now is the earliest he gets to America. I don't even want to know how many gifts he's giving out by that time. He's hitting every country, though, every house. Man works for a living. And that Forbes magazine said with all the work he does, he should only make about $127,000. You're talking about grossly underpaid. Kind of like the COVID-19 relief checks Congress wants to send us. We're going to take a short time out. We'll be right back after this, talking Christmas traditions. 1370 AM, 96.3 FM, WOCA, The Source. Finally, shipping made easy. Just Ship is your answer to your shipping aggravation. They come pick up your package and ship it for you. Birthday gifts, eBay sales, or an online return. Just Ship can handle all of them for you. Act now and you can save 20% on an annual subscription, which will take you through the 2020 holiday months. Go to www.justship.net now and take the aggravation out of shipping.
Hi, Matt Wilkerson here, your Verizon representative with news that will hum your car, make it smart and safe. How? With the new Hum device by Verizon. You can rest assured you're never alone. Flat tire? Lost? Accident? For $10 a month, Hum by Verizon has you covered. And I will come to you in Marion County to install the Hum for free. Time to call me at 352-528-0020. Are you ready to hum along? Call 352-528-0020.
AccuSleep offers a safe and effective medical option for those who suffer from sleep disorders of all kinds. AccuSleep makes restoring healthy sleep patterns possible. No medication, no surgery, just good sound sleep. Mend your sleep so you can stop counting sheep. Experience restorative sleep at AccuSleep, the acupuncture sleep clinic in Ocala by calling 352-615-5566.
Merry Christmas from the Pack Mail Store. Thank you for all of your business in 2020. At Pack Mail, we pack, ship, freight, and crate, a family-owned business since 2007.
Get it for less at the DIY Home Center outlet. Get top quality real wood cabinets the same or less than the big box stores are selling the cheap stuff. And that's not all. Drywall screws big box stores are $6.47 a pound. At DIY, only $4.99. Plus, DIY has the largest selection of mobile home parts and accessories anywhere. From carpet to doors, get the DIY supplies you need for less. The DIY Home Center outlet. We are your building material closeout store. 2191 Northwest 10th Street, just 2 miles east of I-75.
Gene Powell Pasture Mowing. Gene and Debbie thank you for another successful year and to wish you and yours a year ahead full of health, faith, and compassion. In addition to our pasture mowing, we also offer fence line spraying for weed control and rototilling for your winter gardens. We are family owned and operated, licensed and insured, and farm ready. Powell Gene, Gene at yahoo.com. 352-629-2440. Gene Powell Pasture Mowing. 352-629-2440. Gene is a proud United States veteran.
Career Source, Citrus, Levy, Marion brings together business and community partners, economic development leaders, and educational providers to connect employers with qualified, skilled talent and job seekers with employment and career development opportunities. Tune in the first Wednesday of each month at 9:30 to Career Source, Citrus, Levy, Marion, and learn how they can help you.
started in 1975. It's Yendel's Building Materials. Whether you're making repairs, adding a room, or building a house, Yendel's constantly delivers excellent service and top quality materials and many of the tools and hardware you need to get the job done. At Yendel's, they take pride in supplying their customers with new and innovative products. Yendel's experience in truss design, manufacturing, and component materials is second to none. 834 North Magnolia Avenue in Ocala, 732-3000. Stop by to experience the difference.
If you thought there was no tree store in Ocala, then think again. Bob Wine's Camellia Gardens has been Ocala's official tree store for well over 50 years. At any given time, Bob has more quality trees, dozens of varieties, including shade trees, palm trees, and citrus trees, than anyone in Marion County. You always get lowest prices and guarantee. Plus, every day you buy one tree, you get a second one for half price. That means you can buy a 4 to 6 foot tree for as little as $49.99 and get another one just like it for only $25. Hundreds of types and sizes are available. You can get delivered, planted, and guaranteed. So think about trees. Think about Bob Wine's Camellia Gardens, Southeast 38th Street, Ocala, away from all the traffic. Daily till 4, Saturdays till 3, Ocala's Tree Place since 1952.
Now you did it. Are you completely insane? He's back. He, who must not be named. The man, the myth. The only guy in Ocala to eat his own weight in fried pickles. Twice. Now, you asked for it. Sorta. Live and in person. It's Tom Schmitz.
Welcome back to Ocala Talks with Tom Schmitz on a Christmas Eve here in Ocala. Supposed to be chilly tomorrow. Thunderstorms moving in later this afternoon and early evening. Some of them could be severe, according to the National Weather Service out of Jacksonville. Then it's going to turn cold with a high tomorrow of 50 degrees. Tonight, the low will be around 35. Tomorrow, the high will only get to about 50, 51 degrees. And tomorrow night, a hard freeze, 27 degrees. It'll be that cold for more than 2 hours. So there is a hard freeze warning issued for our area. Cover your plants up, bring your pets in. Cover your plants up that can't be exposed to that kind of weather. I have it on my agenda today to wrap the grass in pool noodles and put the sheets and everything on top of the citrus trees because somebody's citrus trees better not die. That's all. But believe me, folks, I talk about my citrus trees all the time. They're not my citrus trees. They're her citrus trees.
Well, that's not 100% accurate. One is mine, and who picked out the other one?
Yeah, no, that doesn't matter. If they die, whose fault is it?
Well, it'll be your fault.
Exactly. If they bear tons of fruit, whose trees are they?
Mine.
Exactly. See, that's all I'm saying.
But at least we have the 6 months guarantee.
We do from Bob Wine, 6 months guarantee.
So
if something happens, so that's pretty good.
Yeah.
Hey, so we were talking about Christmas traditions earlier. Getting matching holiday pajamas, not happening. Hide the pickle ornament. I don't even know what the hell that is. Although Susan says it's you hide a pickle ornament on the tree. First off, how do you hide it on the tree? You put it in the middle of the tree so nobody can see it?
Mm-hmm.
What's the use of putting the ornament on there?
Well, somebody will find it. Whoever wants to go first.
Oh, and it's whoever finds it gets to go first, I guess, you know.
That was my understanding. In my house, it was whoever was the best child the last couple of days.
Well, here's a relatively new one, and I say relatively new, the past 10 or 15 years. Get creative with your elf on a shelf. Now, elf on a shelf is a new thing in the last 10, 15 years, because we didn't have no stupid elf on the shelf when I was a kid.
No.
Because I'd have just cut his head off.
Yeah.
My sister went to hide it. I said, I'll tell you what's going to happen next time. No hiding this thing.
You're going to get in trouble with G.I. Joe.
No, exactly. But the elf on the shelf craze, I bet 10, 15 years now. I at one time in when I was living with Chad, last Christmas actually, with Chad, my roommate, he would relocate the elf on the shelf somewhere. We didn't have any Christmas decorations, nothing. But we had a damn elf on the shelf. and he would relocate that elf on the shelf in crazy places. One morning I woke up, the elf on the shelf was 1.5 inches above my face.
That's hilarious.
No, it was not. No, it was not.
Good job, Chad.
That's two things it tells you. One is I sleep really hard because he was able to come in my room while I was asleep and put this elf with some fishing line hanging just above my face.
Mm-hmm. Well, you do sleep hard.
Right. And two, the elf didn't survive that incident. I mean, just imagine you wake up, something's 1.5 inches above your face. Well, I thought originally it was just some sort of red bearded spider. I didn't know what it was. So now, have you ever done the elf on the shelf? Do you have an elf on the shelf?
No.
It's just dumb to me.
No.
You relocate it around the house so people can find it. It sticks out like a sore thumb.
Isn't that a kid thing too, though?
You know,
I don't know.
I don't know.
We don't have kids, so we don't.
We got dogs.
Those are our babies.
And if we put an elf on the shelf around the dogs,
It wouldn't survive. They'd tear it up.
I'll tell you what the elf is. The elf is unstuffed is what the elf is.
I don't even think the dogs would bother it. You know who would? Bonnie.
Oh, Bonnie. Ooh, Bonnie would box it around.
Bonnie would rip that out.
Yeah, she ain't taking that. She ain't taking that. You know, this is one that you and I have done this Christmas already. Assemble cookie platters.
Yes, you
Christmas cookies.
You turned into a baker.
I mean, it wasn't that hard. They sold them for $1 at Walmart, and it was, you know, pre-done, and I'll just put them on a thing and put them in the oven, and boom, there was cookies.
You still had to do.
But they had little Christmas trees on them. And they
Still
had
making
faces
cookies.
They had faces of Santa Claus on them and everything.
No, snowmen.
Was it snowman? I thought it was Santa Claus. Oh, that's right, Frosty the Snowman.
Frosty.
Yeah, that's right. Although I did get yesterday, Gigi, who produces the Horse Talk show for me out of Brick City Creative, she brought me a box full of cookies for Christmas. They're on the back table in the here in the radio station.
Oh, nice.
She brought a box full of cookies, and she brought it's a Spanish thing. It's eggnog and spiced rum or something. I don't know what it's called.
I think it starts with a C.
Yeah, it starts with a C. There was a name for it, but I left the bottle in the car overnight, and so the eggnog probably spoiled, and didn't think about it. Mm-hmm. I do that a lot. Mm-hmm. So we've made 2 cookie platters so far.
Well, I made you sugar cookies. Remember?
Oh, you did make me sugar cookies already this year. That's right. And then we made the 2 cookie platters. Probably going to make some more cookie platters the next day or so.
I'm going to make you. I want to make some chocolate chip cookies.
Ooh, chocolate. See, I'm okay with chocolate chip.
It's in your top 5.
It is in my top 5. 622-9622 is the number to call. Give us your Christmas traditions, because these are just, you know, some that are the cookie platters are no brainer. Mm-hmm. You always got to have Christmas cookies. We used to go, and my grandmother would always she would give every grandchild the round tin of cookies.
Nice.
My mom didn't think so, because I would sit there and eat every one of them all in one sitting, and I was already ADHD, and then you get me on a sugar high. I think I'll do that to you. I think I'll eat all the cookies, get on a sugar high, and just run around the house crazy.
Honey, you have done that to me.
It's a good point. Good point. But assembling cookies, that's something you can do. You can have kids come in and help you bake the cookies and everything. So let's go out to the phone lines. Hi, caller. Merry Christmas. Who's this?
It's Hugh calling. Merry Christmas, you guys.
Hey, Hugh. How are you, buddy?
I'm real good. I just want to say, years ago, my mother-in-law always told me that I was her favorite son-in-law, and I got a pickle ornament for Christmas with my name on it.
So you know about this pickle thing, Hugh?
Oh, that's a big thing up in Wisconsin, right?
Well, I'm not knowing about it. My dad's from Sparta, Wisconsin. I've never heard of it.
I couldn't hear you.
I said my dad's from Sparta, Wisconsin. I've never heard of that.
Well, I don't know. In the Milwaukee area, I think it might have came over from Germany. I don't know. My mother-in-law was born and raised in Germany, and of course a lot of things came from over there to Wisconsin, to Milwaukee area, including that great cake, fruit cake, with the brandy in it. But all I know is I still have that ornament, although we don't have a Christmas tree anymore since the kids are gone and all that. But I got it in a little box, and I do put it on the fire mantle every Christmas, along with my little Christmas tree. So it kind of reminds me of the old good old days.
Yeah. Fruit cake is one of my favorites. Thanks for the call, Hugh. Merry Christmas, by the way.
Merry Christmas, Hugh.
Yeah, that's I understand the fruitcake. My grandma Schmitz used to make a great fruitcake, and she brought the recipe over from Germany. So I understand the fruitcake. I like fruitcake. A lot of people don't like fruitcake. I'm okay with fruitcake. I just don't like hard door stopper, break car windshield fruitcake. And I think a lot of people associate fruitcake with that description that I just described. We're going to take a break. We come back. We got more Christmas traditions. There's something to do with breakfast. There's something about a nutcracker. There's something about letters and your puppy and taking tours and skating. It's all kind of Christmas traditions. We'll talk about them after this break. You're listening to Ocala Talks on a Christmas Eve edition right here on 1370 AM, 96.3 FM. We are WOCA, The Source, just outside the food court entrance to the Paddock Mall in the Brick City beautiful Ocala, Florida. We'll be right back after this short timeout.
Broadcasting from the Paddock Mall Studios, this is WOCA, Ocala, Gainesville, The Villages, 1370 AM, 96.3 FM, The Source.
USA Radio News with Lance Pry.
As a new strain of COVID-19 has been discovered in the United Kingdom, Assistant HHS Secretary Admiral Brett Giroir on Fox says the current vaccines will be effective and not to worry.
We have every reason to believe, lots of scientific reasons to believe that it will work because the vaccine goes against many parts of that spike protein, not just the one, but it will be within a matter of days that the scientific experiments will definitively prove that. Probably not going to be within the next 24 hours, but within the next matter of days. But again, we absolutely expect there to be great vaccine coverage against this strain and the many of the other hundreds of mutations that are out there.
President Trump on Wednesday said the rockets that hit the U.S. Embassy in Baghdad, wounding Iraqi civilians this week, came from Iran. A photo posted by the president showed 3 unexploded rockets with Iranian markings and warned the regime of further attacks. USA Radio News.
Now with orders to stay at home, public health concerns, the reality of illness due to pathogens and viruses. Your health is at an all-time high risk. That's why it's critical to take a proactive approach to boost your immune system. You can with new nano-colloidal silver from Americare. Our patented process with tiny silver particles, 1/100th the size of a red blood cell, allows for maximum body absorption. Americare's nano-colloidal silver effectively disinfects your body internally, attacking pathogens and viruses while supercharging your immune system. Colloidal silver is antibacterial and antiviral. Simply put, it prohibits bacterial respiration, suffocating viral cells, preventing the virus from replicating. And now, due to public health concern, Americare is authorized to offer our lowest and best price ever, around $1 a day, but supplies are limited. Purchase nano-colloidal silver now at immunesupportnow.com. That's immunesupportnow.com. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. Supplies are limited.
Check engine light turn on can give anyone anxiety. As it stares at you, you can't help but wonder what is wrong now. How much is this going to cost? But with coverage from CarShield, you won't dread unexpected repairs. CarShield offers a wide range of protection plans that can save you thousands for covered repairs, which means that check engine light is a lot less scary when it comes on. You have the freedom to choose your favorite mechanic or dealership to do the work, and CarShield gets the rest taken care of. Even if your car breaks down while you're traveling, the choice of a repair shop is still up to you. On top of that, payments are flexible and CarShield plans are customizable to your exact needs. CarShield has helped over 1 million drivers. That's why they're America's #1 protection company. Get coverage today and see why CarShield goes farther. Visit carshield.com and use the code BUBBA to save 10%. carshield.com, code BUBBA, or visit rickandbubba.com for more information. A deductible may apply.
Veterans Helping Veterans USA. Call 352-433-2320. We help veterans and their families with limited financial assistance, counseling, employment referrals, and a food and clothing bank. You can help in making a huge difference in the veterans' lives we serve by donating food, clothing, household items, or direct financial assistance. All donations are tax deductible. Veterans Helping Veterans USA. 352-433-2320. Thank you for your attention and God bless America.
I'm Jan from Palm Garden. Christmas in 2020 sure looks different than it has in years past.
I'm Crystal, and it's fair to say this year has been like no other for the healthcare and the whole community.
We want to thank our frontline staff who continue to care for our residents every day.
And thanks to the family members who have been unable to visit for so long.
We wish each and every one of you a blessed holiday season. Merry Christmas from Palm Garden.
Hey, Matt, I know Sunrise Automotive does auto stuff, but I need some tires for my truck. Can you recommend someone?
Yes, I can. We do that.
No, I mean, I need them installed and balanced and all that.
Yep, we do that.
Well, my son needed his windows tinted.
Yep, we do that.
I need my seat replaced.
Yep, we do that too.
I need a new roof line, and a new spoiler, and a new trunk.
We can even do that too.
Okay, I get it. I suppose you can also do a radio show too.
Well, as a matter of fact, join me, Matt Gibbs from Sunrise Automotive, every Tuesday at 10 for auto repair with personal care right here on The Source.
You're getting ready to move and you work hard. That's why you call Two Men in a Truck, 352-289-0666. You need pros. Trained professional moving experts to do the heavy lifting for you. That's why you call Two Men in a Truck, 352-289-0666. They care about your things as much as you do, and they do it fast and right. That's why you call Two Men in a Truck, 352-289-0666. Visit twomeninatruck.com and get moving.
Two Men in a Truck. Buying and selling? Then you know about OcalaForSale.com, Marion County's internet marketplace. But there's something you might not know. I'm Michael Warren, president of USA for Sale. We created Ocala for Sale in 1998 with a passion to connect buyers and sellers and to help local businesses reach shoppers online. On Ocala for Sale, you're just a click away from thousands of deals for real estate, rentals, cars, furniture, appliances, horses, pets, and more. Looking for a job? Our Help Wanted section is booming. Shopping the villages and beyond? Now you'll find great deals on villages for sale, as well as our new statewide classified, Florida for Sale. Log on today and post your free classified. You'll reach thousands of shoppers who check our listings every day. Are you a business looking to get a corner on the internet marketplace? USA for Sale can help you reach your target audience in Ocala, the villages, and statewide. There's no better place to reach shoppers than right where they shop. Let us show you how. Learn more by calling 352-629-1663 or visit us online at usaforsale.com.
Now you did it. Are you completely insane? He's back. He, who must not be named. The man, the myth. The only guy in Ocala to eat his own weight in fried pickles. Twice. Now, you asked for it. Sorta. Live and in person. It's Tom Schmitz.
Welcome back to Ocala Talks. A Christmas Eve Ocala Talks. Santa, we're tracking Santa with NORAD. He just left, and this is good that he left there. He just, Jim Penna right outside the window. I bet Jim's got me some
jalapeno Spam.
I bet he
Let
does.
me go get him.
I bet he does. Santa just left Christmas Island. He's on his way to Padang, Indonesia. He'll be there in the next 20 seconds, but had a stopover at Christmas Island. She's coming to the door, Jim. She's coming there right now. Jim Penna bringing me my Christmas jalapeno Spam. We appreciate Jim Penna. He brings me that jalapeno Spam every year that I'm on the radio. This year is no different. Jim Penna in the building. Jim, how are you?
Okay.
Is this my jalapeno Spam? Look at there, folks. Jalapeno Spam. Jim, thanks, buddy.
You're welcome.
You have a Merry Christmas.
You too.
Jim Penna, as you all know, a regular contributor to the show and a regular contributor to my waistline with jalapeno spam. Santa is now in Padang, Indonesia, headed to Jakarta, Indonesia. He'll be there in less than 2.5 minutes. He'll be right there in Jakarta, Indonesia in 2 minutes, just left Padang, Indonesia, after having a short stopover on an island I think he owns, Christmas Island. So NORAD tracking Santa for us. We were talking about Christmas traditions. I just had one delivered about Jim Penna, Christmas tradition of jalapeno spam delivered to me. You cut that up into chunks and put that in some scrambled eggs. Woo-hoo! Although I know you don't like jalapenos.
Well, I can make your scrambled eggs different than mine tomorrow.
You're not a big fan of jalapenos.
I am not.
Yeah.
I don't like the hot.
You don't like you like my buddy Paulie. You don't like the spice.
I don't like the spice. It doesn't agree with me.
Hey, we're talking Christmas traditions. Susan Kieran from Just Shipped, also my better half in the building with me right now. How about start a Christmas village collection? You know, my grandmother had a German Christmas village that, you know, was handmade in Germany. And I mean, it had the cobbler shop and the silver shop and it had the Christmas tree. It was like a little city. And I wish I hadn't have, when that came up, who wanted that? All the cousins and all, everybody looked around and then my cousin Jill was like, I'll take it. I wish I'd have spoke up, but you know, at the time when my grandmother passed, I was 19. And it just, you know, I had older cousins. This is the Schmitz family.
Right.
I had older cousins, so they, you know, I let them speak up. If I'd have been in my 30s when grandmother passed, who wants this Christmas village? I'd have been like, it's not even a question. Give it to me. But, you know, I was that way at 19, just not with the Schmitz family. You know, because it's a family. My cousins, the Schmitz cousins, are the only people I only met 4 or 5 times in my lifetime. Because I didn't get to Wisconsin very often. I don't know if you know this. Jacksonville, Florida, Wisconsin, Sparta, Wisconsin, a little bit away from each other. Not a day drive.
No.
Not a day drive.
No.
So starting a Christmas village, did you ever have a Christmas village, or did you have any relatives or friends that had, you know, ornate Christmas villages?
Trains.
Well, they go around the Christmas village.
Yeah.
You can get those.
No, like around the tree, like Lionel trains.
Oh, that went around the Christmas tree.
Like I've had family members that built that collection. I believe my brother got it from my grandfather. A couple of Lionel trains, like the old school.
The old Lionel trains, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, believe me, I got whipped with a piece of Lionel train track one time in Kmart. My mom was in there looking for Lionel train track to expand, because I had a Lionel train. I had a four train system that my dad and me put 2 pieces of plywood, 8x4, so it was 16 by 8, and we built with the mountains and the trains and everything. And I was probably 7 years old, and my mom was in there looking for some train track, because we needed more train track. Dad had sent her, and she asked my sister where I was, because you always had to keep an eye on Tommy, because you never knew what Tommy might do. Okay, I was like little Johnny. You never knew what little Tommy might do. So she's looking for me, and she comes around, and she's on the aisle, on the other aisle, and I hear her coming, and I couldn't stop, because I had ripped open a bag of circus peanuts, the big orange things. I'm just stuffing my mouth.
The candy.
Oh, the candy.
Yeah.
I'm just stuffing my mouth full. She come around, you little thief, that's stealing, whipped me with that piece of train track, took me up to the front of the store, made the store manager say on the loudspeaker that someone had just been caught in a theft, and embarrassed me. You know what candy I've never eaten since?
Circus peanuts?
Never. And I loved those. They were so great. Just orange marshmallows, that's all it was. But yeah, it was so embarrassing. So, yeah, train tracks. Thanks for bringing that memory up. Thanks. Appreciate that.
Well, you asked.
Hey, here's a Christmas tradition we need to start. Oh, wait, you already are doing it.
Oh, wait.
Wake up and serve a big Christmas breakfast. Tomorrow, I hear rumors, there's biscuits and gravy. There's going to be sausage gravy made. I hear rumors.
Yeah, so I know you still have to work this afternoon, so I'm going to go home and make sausage gravy, because you make it a day early because you have to let it sit, because tomorrow will be 1,000 times better.
Certainly, just like marinara sauce.
Yeah.
You let it sit.
You
the
let
next
it
day
sit.
It's better.
And the next day it's better.
Here's a tradition that we're going to do tonight. Midnight Mass or evening candlelight services.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to take in midnight Mass tonight at Blessed Trinity.
Yes.
Here in town.
It'll be my first one, by the way.
Your first midnight Mass ever? Nah, you grew up Catholic. You went to a midnight Mass.
No. My parents really preferred their children sleeping at that hour.
Oh, really?
Mm.
Yeah, my mom wanted us up at Mass.
Mm-hmm.
We were at Mass. Here's one that I know people that did it. My mom did it, but it just never made any sense to me because when I would try to use the one for what it was designed for, I'd get yelled at. Put out the nutcrackers. You know, the soldier nutcrackers.
Mm-hmm.
And then I would go try to put a nut in the nutcracker's mouth to use it as what it's designed for and get in trouble for it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Something about you would break it or something. It's a nutcracker. That's what it's designed for. I saw a good meme earlier this year, though, about 2 weeks ago. It was a bunch of nutcracker soldiers all in a room. And then the actual, the little handheld nutcracker that you squeeze,
Mm-hmm.
it would come through the front door and goes, "Oh, God, I feel underdressed." I thought that was a pretty good meme. Just the metal nutcracker. And here he was around all these nutcrackers dressed like soldiers. Oh, God, I feel so underdressed. How about open one present on Christmas Eve? Now, that's something we did every year. We would do midnight Mass, then open the one present, and then go to bed, and then you wake up the next morning and open all the presents.
Mm-mm.
You didn't get to open a present on Christmas Eve, didn't get to tease?
Mm-mm.
Yeah, I always thought it was a little, sadistic to only let me open one and then tell me you gotta go to bed now.
Yeah. We had to wait.
I would have.
Stockings. Actually, I think we were able to do our stockings.
See, that's something we never did. That's one of the things on here is your stockings. Make a holiday stocking and personalize it.
Mm-hmm.
And we weren't big stocking people.
Mm-hmm.
We never.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't have the stockings hanging up because we grew up in Florida. There was no fireplace or anything.
We have a fireplace though.
Yeah, well, you were in Chicago.
No, we have one at our house.
Oh, well, yeah, we have one now. Yes. Oh, at our house.
At our house.
But I mean, growing up in Florida, I didn't
Mm-hmm.
have a fireplace, and the stocking thing.
Our first house I grew up with, we didn't have a fireplace either. My parents would put it on our bedroom door.
Oh, yeah, but my mom also wasn't going to load anything up with candy or anything like most, and
yeah.
Then things that come in the stocking stuff are like the game of jacks. Remember the game of jacks with the rubber ball? We never got any of those because I'd leave them in the floor, and you never felt pain.
Until you stepped on a jack.
Say what you want about a Lego block.
Mm.
Say what you want about a Lego block. Lego block hurts until you step on a metal jack, and then you realize that Lego block wasn't that bad. Because a metal jack, them things hurt. So this is one that I do not do. First off, because to go get it is a danger to your life if you go get it from trees where it grows. The whole mistletoe thing. I'm not a big mistletoe because you put mistletoe up in your house, and if you walked under it or I walked under it, that'd be okay kissing you. But what happens if your aunt with the mustache shows up and stands under the mistletoe? Like Aunt Bunny when Eddie Murphy said, "She got a mustache." What happens if she, and then you got to kiss her? Okay? What happens if your third cousin, who is kind of creepily giving you hints that she wants to hit on you, stands under the mistletoe? What happens there?
Mm.
What happens in West Virginia if your sister's under the mistletoe? Marriage.
Stop it.
Marriage.
Well, you don't have to actually collect that yourself. I'm sure plenty of nurseries around here would do that for you.
Oh, yeah, they got them, but you can go get them up in big trees. But, yeah, in West Virginia, if you get your sisters under mistletoe, marriage, that's next. Hi, caller. You're on live with Tom and Susan. Who's this? Hello?
Hello.
Jim, are you there?
Yeah, this is Jim again. We used to make pancakes on Christmas morning. We would start frying the bacon, and while we were mixing the pancake batter, as the bacon about was done, we would then pour the pancake mix over the fried bacon, and have bacon in the pancakes.
That sounds amazing.
Get that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Jim, that sounds amazing. Thanks for the call. Merry Christmas. Yeah, that does sound pretty good. Putting the bacon, cook the bacon, and then you just pour the pancake batter in the bacon. And then you got bacon-flavored pancakes.
No calories in that whatsoever.
Then the maple syrup on that.
Oof.
Yeah.
We're going to try that.
Somebody put on Facebook the other day, list things that go well with bacon. The first answer somebody put, before anybody listed anything else, the first answer somebody put, everything. So Jim's tradition was to make bacon-filled pancakes. It's pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
We already talked about personalizing your stockings and everything. Here's one that I've done a couple times.
Can we go back to the stockings?
Uh-huh. Yeah.
You know, Milo and I have a stocking, so we
I
need.
haven't seen it.
Well, because I didn't bring them out.
Oh, good.
Because
we'll just leave it away.
Well, we need one for the rest of the boys, Bonnie and yourself, before we'll put them up.
So they're not going up this year, folks. Hey, how about this? And I've done this a couple times, but I've done it with the kits. I've never actually done it from scratch because I think it'd be a pain in the neck to do it from scratch. And that's build a gingerbread house. I've done it with the kits where you buy the kits and it's already got big pieces of gingerbread on. You just use the frosting to glue it together and everything. And then you put the gumdrop. My problem with the gingerbread house is because it comes with gumdrops and spice drops.
You're just going to eat it before you build it.
All of it.
All of it. What's the point? I don't get it.
Comes with little red hots to build the brick chimney and all. Eaten.
So far on your list, the only thing I've been interested in is the pajamas.
Yeah, that's it.
And the breakfast, but we do that anyway.
Here's a lost tradition that used to be a very big deal. I remember as a kid, it was cool because my mom would sit and she would get everybody to sign it and everything, and we'd send probably 35 or 40 of them out, and we'd get them, and we'd put with Scotch tape on the back of the front door so you would know everybody sent it to you and everything. It's Christmas cards. Mm-hmm. We would mail out Christmas cards. People don't do that a whole lot anymore.
And it's really cards and letters in general is a lost art.
It really is.
I mean, please don't send me one of these e-cards. Please don't.
No. The jibber jabber e-cards where they sing and everything.
Please don't.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
Put a little bit of extra effort into it.
Here's something everybody should do. It makes you feel good. It benefits others, and it's just the right thing to do as a human. Go out, buy some gifts, and donate them to the less fortunate. Mm-hmm. We did it for Toys for Tots at an event at Charlie Horse. I'm actually delivering some gifts today.
Yeah.
To somebody who has a son, and we have some extra gifts we're donating to them. But I think that's something everybody should do. And at that Toys for Tots thing, they were donating bicycles and tricycles and radio controlled helicopters. I mean, there was all kind of cool gifts.
And there is actually a demographic that people sometimes forget about, because the focus is on the kids, is the elderly.
The elderly.
So we didn't do it this year, but next year I think we're going to make some visits.
Well, this year with COVID,
right?
It's hard to visit the elderly
it is.
with COVID. But yeah, we used to, when I was in college, we would go, our fraternity would go every year, and we would go sing Christmas carols and take gifts to the assisted living facilities in and around Statesboro, Georgia.
Yeah, my church in Lexington, Kentucky, we would, you know how they have the angel Christmas trees and you buy a gift usually for a child? They would do that at senior centers for seniors that didn't necessarily have people to visit them. So I think that's something we need to look at.
I'm getting all kind of text messages that I don't understand. I have to send those back. I'm sorry, I was looking at my phone. Here's another one, and this is something we will do. It'll be a tradition we will do. Oh. The TV tonight will be put on TBS at 8 p.m. One of the TVs, whether it's the one outside or inside, will be put on TBS tonight at 8 o'clock for the 24-hour marathon.
Of A Wonderful Life?
Of A Christmas Story.
Oh, Christmas Story.
Just
Okay,
shoot your eye out.
So I want to start a tradition of the pajamas, which got canceled.
Canceled.
But you want a tradition of playing the same program over and over and over and over again on the TV.
Because you never watch it. It's just in the background as you're making the cookies and as you're preparing for Christmas.
Only after we finish The West Wing.
Oh, we are in the middle of The West Wing. And it goes off today. We got to finish
we
all.
gotta
We got to
finish
watch
it.
all of it. Yeah, that's right. The West Wing after today will no longer be on Netflix. Ooh. Yeah, maybe the Christmas movie tradition will have to wait till next year. Here's one that kids still do to this day, and the post office is inundated with them.
Oh, Santa.
Santa letters, writing letters to Santa. And now the post office has a program where you can come and pick up a letter from Santa and pick a gift off that and send it to the kid to give it to the post office. The post office will mail that gift to a child, to the child that wrote the letter. They've been doing that for the past 6-7 years now. And I think that's a good thing. Here's one that I know you want to do. Cancel.
I don't even know what it is, and you already canceled it.
But I'm going to get overruled on it. But, dress up your puppies. You would put them all in reindeer ears, reindeer antlers right now if you could. You'd have Elvis running around dressed like an elf.
Elvis would rock a sweater. He would rock an ugly sweater.
Let me tell you something. Elvis would rock anything that keeps him warm. Okay? He's a dog. You can throw a blanket on him as he's walking.
You know who
most dogs would try to shake the blanket off.
Do you know who I really want to dress? Although she'd murder me.
Bonnie.
Bonnie.
Yeah, she'd kill you.
Yeah, in my sleep.
In your sleep.
In my sleep.
Oh yeah.
Done.
She would.
Canceled.
Here's one that we used to do as a kid, but you don't see it that often anymore where it's enough to go on a tour, and that's take a tour of Christmas lights. If you drive around town, there's a few houses decorated, but like most people decorate like we do. One strand of lights on the front porch, and back in the day, people used to put lights everywhere.
We're a little busy this time of year, though, so.
Yeah, but people used to put lights everywhere. Here's one that I don't get to do very often, although I love doing it, because I'm born and raised in the deep south, but it's going ice skating. I can ice skate. I bet you this probably surprises you like ice skate.
I can't, so.
You're from Chicago and you can't ice skate?
I don't know if you noticed this about me. I'm not very coordinated.
Yeah, I'm a bull in a china shop, but I can ice skate.
But you're an athlete as well, and I've never been an athlete.
Well, if you can't be an athlete, at least be an athletic supporter.
I am.
That's a line from what movie? Grease. The principal says, if you can't be an athlete, at least be an athletic supporter. It's one of my favorite movies. Hot chocolate. Enjoy hot chocolate. Ooh. Usually something we don't have to do in Florida. Tomorrow,
we're going to need it.
Note to self, grab some hot cocoa while I'm at the grocery store today.
We already have hot cocoa.
Oh, do we?
Yeah, because I like hot cocoa.
Here's one that I really, really enjoy, and we used to do it all the time. It's go Christmas caroling. When I was a kid, we would go with church groups and everything, and you would go to different neighborhoods around the area, and you go Christmas caroling. And I know it's COVID this year, and so it's hard to go out Christmas, but you don't see people Christmas caroling.
No, you don't.
Because people will get shot in somebody's front yard now.
Yep.
That's the problem with society, is we don't do certain things anymore just because it's unsafe. One of those is Christmas caroling out there. I don't think people would understand. I mean, but back in the day when I was a kid, when you were a kid, you knew who your neighbors were.
Right. You didn't even lock the door.
Now, the neighborhood we live in, we know who our neighbor is to the right of us. We know who our neighbor is left of us. We know who the young lady is that lives across the street with her son. We know Miss Beverly that walks the neighborhood all the time. We know our good friends JJ and Mandy that live down from us. And you know the lieutenant that works for the sheriff's department. You know who he is. You know who he is that lives right down from us. That's it.
That's it.
And we live in a subdivision of probably 60 homes.
44, I believe.
44 homes.
I think 44 or 45.
And we know maybe 8 people. When I grew up, I took you to my neighborhood in Jacksonville that I grew up in. I knew everybody in that neighborhood. There was 5 streets, probably 65 houses. I knew everybody in that neighborhood. Everybody, whether it was people that had kids in their house, Mr. Britt and Mr. Smoke, who were retirees, I knew them. You knew everybody. You don't know everybody now.
No. And I actually know more people in my neighborhood now since you moved in because you're a social butterfly.
Yeah, and I would have. Yeah.
I would have not known.
I still don't know everybody, but I'm trying. Now here's one that I know you like, and I learned that you like this because of the quarantine. People don't know Susan and I started dating January 25th of this year. And we got locked down about a month and a half after we started dating. Well, about almost 2 months after we started dating. And we decided to quarantine together.
Right. We were going to fast track our relationship.
So
is it going to go or is it not going to go?
We'll be dating now a year in a month from now. And we fast tracked it. It's like we've had 3 years together.
I don't know. I tell everybody we've been married for 12 years in 9 months.
But this is something that I enjoy and you enjoy. And it's something a family can do around Christmas, because when the family comes in and all, you get relatives coming in from out of town and all, there's very few things you can agree on. People aren't going to agree on the same television show, and they're not going to agree on a lot of things. But one thing that's a constant is most families love board games. And so at Christmas, play board games with your family. We have a game. I searched for it. For how many days did I look for this game?
Oh, gosh, maybe even almost 2 weeks.
The game of life. I'll be honest with you. I can say this. I'm not embarrassed by it. Susan's better at it than I am. I don't know what it is, but she spins a dial better than I do or something. I don't know what it is. But we played probably 6 times, 7 times. I think I've won once. One time she won with a car full of kids and like 6 pets. Although the game has changed immensely since I first played it. Now they got pets and, you know, it's weird and all. But the one game we have not played because we cannot agree to play it as we wrap up this Christmas edition, Christmas Eve edition. She has a version of Monopoly that's all about the University of Alabama. Not playing it. Not going to do it. Wouldn't be prudent. Hey, thanks, Susan, for coming in and spending an hour and a half, a couple hours with me here. You got to see
welcome.
Clarence Davis, the
I
winner
did.
of the trip to Miami Beach, Florida.
And Jim.
And Jim Penna brought me the jalapeno spam. Santa Claus, he's in Da Nang, Vietnam in 8 seconds, traveling the world. Hey, Merry Christmas to all those out there listening, to you and your family. Have a great Christmas. We'll see you back here next Monday on 1370 AM, 96.3 FM, WOCA,
The Source.
From the Paddock Mall Studios, this is WOCA, Ocala, Gainesville, The Villages, 1370 AM, 96.3 FM, The Source.